Welcome back everyone. Today we do a special video for a special woman in Red Shadow Legends. A woman who could use more clothes, but ultimately we ain't complaining. She is one of the best rares in the game, no doubt, for her big version of decreased defense. Let's just take a quick look at what else she does. Her ferocious attack attacks one enemy, 30% chance of placing a 2.5% poison debuff for one turn. So this one it's just good A1, but there's other AoE poisons and different moves whatnot, so where I use her is mostly dungeons. So if I'm on a wave or the dragon or the ice golem, I really find that a poison, if it lands, doesn't really affect anything, doesn't make it any worse. It's not necessarily what I use her for, but she will land on occasion. Opportunity Strike, level 5. Attacks one enemy. She places the big version of increased attack on herself and places an extra hit if it's critical. The extra hit obviously cannot be critical. So this is just an attack up. So attacks somebody, if it's a critical hit, she gets attack up. Otherwise, so you would have to give her a crit rate or just allow an RNG to give you that critical hit. Now, Crumbling Blast attacks all enemies AoE, so 35% chance of placing the big version, 60% chance placing the big version of decreased defense for 2 turns. This is a rare and it's a 3-turn cooldown. Book up, 100% chance. So this is the reason that Warmaiden is good, so strong. Her multipliers are actually pretty good as well. So there's 2 routes you can take this woman. I myself before went really high accuracy, but then I changed it to damage, and now currently my Warmaiden sits under 43k HP, 2100 attack, which is not what I'm using her for, hence why it's kind of small. 1420 defense, it could be higher, 183 speed, so she's respectively fast, low crit rate, high crit damage, low resistance, 219 as far as debuff accuracy. So what I need her to land decreased defense on the waves. Okay, and she used to be about 200 speed, just dropped her down just a little bit. But if she's in a dungeon, she's there for the waves before Royal Guard, Kale, and all these other people, your nukers, to go. That's what I use her for. You can put her into crit rate sets and crit damage sets, and she isn't the game, but you will be surprised at the nice amount of damage that she actually does. Set wise, my champions can kind of vary. If it's an endgame build and I'm not going to change it, that'll possibly mean I found a set. So far, there's an accuracy set, a speed set, and the other 2 pieces are just there for the stats. They could be changed. I could get a little bit more accuracy, but I'm quite happy with overall where it is. There is room for improvement considering we have a bog standard common chestplate, which you kind of outgrow as time goes on. The master race we have for her, we'll take a look. Just think of these. So we've offense, crit rate, crit damage, extra damage, full HP, extra damage first attack, circular violence, blood shield, stoked to fury, down to flawless execution. In the support tree we've just got accuracy, evil eye, decreased turn meter, and hexer for a 30% chance to extend the duration of any debuff cast by this champion. So I will take my decreased defense, try to get an extra turn. that's what I'm running. The reviews for Warmaiden Arena Offense. I think she could be good. She could probably still work in Gold 4. But I would say, as far as we're looking Platinum, she is in the middle of the road. So I think if no, I said give it a 4. She deserves a 4. Campaign. If you have, you'll have someone else. Force Keep, she's excellent. Clan Boss. I mean, I used her in Clan Boss Easy, Normal, Hard, Brutal, and I think once or twice in Nightmare, so she can definitely do Clan Boss. So I have no problems giving her a 5. Arena Defense, I don't know, I've never really used her, so we'll be fair, say a 3. Dragon's Lair, fantastic. Spitter's Den, if you've got nukers like Royal Guards, Cold Hearts, potentially she could be really good because of the AoE decreased defense, but we'll give it a 4. Fire Knight, I don't really see it being her place. Minotaur's Labyrinth, I mean, she's good in pretty much any of them keeps, so let's give her 4. Magic Keep, strong affinity, more damage, make that 4. Ice Golem, I don't mind her in Ice Golem for a decreased defense. She's actually pretty good. Void Keep, yeah, she's okay, she's good on Void Keep. Spirit Keep, so we have Spirit versus Force, so we get 2. Factual Morse, she is really good. She will be for Barbarians until you get a better one. Her decreased defense for sure, 100%. So now that we've had a little look around her, and yes, she does need a bit of clothing, but it might be respectively. But now that we've seen that, we've seen skills. She has a poison. She'll have an increased attack buff put on herself if she crits, and she's got her decreased defense. So where would you use Warmaiden? I don't think campaign is where it's going to go. You can use her in arena if you wanted to. We could show you, we have weaker affinity for that. So if we take nukers in, so if we go Royal Guard, that's just, I'm only interested in people that will do some pretty good damage here. So I'm thinking Sargala would be good, but it kind of be a waste. So yeah, let's throw in Warmaiden. My nicest looking, most prettiest champion. And we'll throw in Kale, just for the... Now what we're hoping for here, or what we're going to see, is decreased defense across the board, pretty much on every wave from Warmaiden. That's the primary job that she will be given, and she will do it extremely well. Decreased defense across the whole board. First wave, quicker, but 8 seconds is alright. Problem is killing the wave so fast. Have to wait for the cooldown. Should be back in time for the boss. But as I say, we're in no danger here. This just shows her effectiveness and how good the decreased defenses are. So usually is like an S tier rare for just that alone. Her damage is also very respectable. We have 1 night left, and then we're going to see exactly what this dude is going to do. Just waiting for the cycle of this decreased defense. So Rotos, we have decreased defense. Apart from the 5,000, we've got 15k and the poison. Respectable considering she isn't really built to do damage. That was relatively easy. So I think we'll check somewhere different. A lot of people probably farming dragon. And I'm assuming you're probably at dragon 20, so this is just a poison team. Can't remember on one person is good on this team. But yet again, she has one move, decreased defense of the wave, that's it. They've been stunned all the way across, decreased defense, resisted by 1, which is pretty good. The focus of this team being built is just for Kale to poison the dragon. Frozen Banshee is very close to being ready to go. In that case, I would definitely try her alongside Warmaiden for the poison sensitivity, just to see the actual difference that we get on this dragon. Shuddering Blast across the board, decreased defense, and that's allowing everybody else to really mop it up. We're not in any danger. They've been stunned several times. We're still looking respectively healthy. Warmaiden is looking unbruised, she's still fighting away. We're just cycling through everybody's moves. There's an Evil Eye proc from the Master Race. Nethril, and also I've got a video on Nethril. It's a very good champion, one of my favourite champions alongside Frankie. So at minute 17, really no problem getting through that wave whatsoever. Just the cycle for, so we did get a crit that time for her increased attack. We now just wait for the decreased defense, just because we need to make sure these Hordens know their place. Problem is sometimes, obviously having it on cooldown, it will not be there when you need it straight away, but when it lands, it lands. We now just need to mop everything up. The Hordens will be an issue, but they always are. They're the one thing that plague every player. But with Frank, we get some fears up. We should be looking respectively good. So we're still no danger. We have high shields. And Warmaiden is just doing her part alongside everybody else, helping us to take everybody out, get to the dragon. That is the point of doing all this. If you don't get to the dragon, then what are you doing on the waves? You do have a quicker team, but it does not use Warmaiden. We try and adapt it. And Tyrell, normally the most stubborn of all, doesn't want to die. She's such a beep. And we're on to the dragon. Realistically, this is Kyle's job here. We will get a decreased defense. We're not going to be resisted. She could have pretty much put on a poison or two if she wanted. But I'm debating taking out, go to Ice Golem or take her into campaign. Do you really want to? Well, I'll give it a turn or two. See if she does actually land a poison, or more than I think she would. And she has the accuracy for it. And the game is we just have to poison on the dragon. That's it. The only intention here. Never going to be in any danger. RNG can work against you. You may lose. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 debuffs up just now. What we'll do is we cannot get the image. We know what Warmaiden is going to do. We're going to jump into the arena. Ice Golem would be the same thing. And we'll go straight to arena and have some fights. Hopefully no bots, that'll do. Xavier, so I will remove the revive, decrease defense, into stun, into nuke. Let's see how this works. And you can see it in clan boss, but we would have to change the entire build for that. Give her a really high defense. So get a stun on 1, which is not bad. And we have decreased defense on 2. Keeping in mind we are in an arena, there's going to be resistances and accuracies that kind of waver. So we may not always be able to land it. That's the only place 219 seems kind of low. Okay. Did not know Basilisk did a revive, that's kind of sucky. Now Warmaiden, we'll just come back to you. We're gonna force on force for Savia. Basilisk, what a pain. This person here, decrease defense from Rotos. Put up the other protection. Geez, how much damage will we get with that? Okay, we have this dude out of his block damage. Here, Rotos, we need you to kick some behind. Goodbye, Juzo. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't want you. And from this point, very safe to say, we can just go auto, and then we will be swinging. Let's see if we can find. We have double revive. Okay, we have Seeker, but let's go for Seeker. If I see Seeker, I excuse whatever the team power is, because it doesn't matter. If he's quick, chances are he's going to be effective. So, same again, Lysandra. We will attempt to stun. Go decrease defense. And we will hit through unkillable. And now you're dead. If you see Sinesha, Skullcrown will always revive. It's that comment, that partner thing. And now we just clean up. There you create a Seeker. Kick his butt. And there we have it. It's going to auto. Miscreate monster, ally protection, shields. Right, it takes several hits to take this guy down. And that's what makes Frank so good. There's a video also being done on him as well. Technical difficulties. So, with our battle maybe, what if we go up against Arbiter, some fears? We'll try big one. We'll just see the decreased defense. We are in respectively, well, middle code 4. So it still shows you that as a decreased defense champion, she can definitely do the job if you have nobody else. 100%. Stun, and I'm looking for decreased defense before we, okay, we don't have Sinesha. You can get rid of the Skullcrown. I'm not going to risk the extra turn on the A1. So she's increased speed. Just finish this team off. We'll hit he has a soothing chant coming up, so we need to avoid that at all costs. But there you have it. Warmaiden. Campaign will look the same, it's just 3 waves. I mean, she will do it for you if you don't have one built. I'm not really sure if you would, because you may, like, Bellower's tricky to get, but you can get Saurus, you can get, there's a, what's the common's name again? I can't remember the common's name. But Cold Brew's got a video for her. Check out Cold Brew Gaming. You know, last battle we'll have is Scylla the Drakes, because she's normally tanky. Yes, confirm. So now go into speed lead, into stun, into decreased defense, which if I change the speeds could be a little better in my favour to get more damage from a monster if I get decreased defense up before that. But the speed varies with champions now and again. Decreased defense. Now, Rotos. If you get rid of the reviver, the whole thing becomes way easier. If she's still here, and we kill Kyle for instance, she'll bring him back. She's tanky, she heals people every turn, like 10% or something. She's too good a champion just to take her out. Kill Scylla the Drakes. If you see one, she's got to go down. If she's in a double revive, just use Frank for stuns. Anybody AoE in a stun set, keep them both stunned as you take their health down, kill them both at the same time. Unless you have the power to do one at a time. You can go auto here, I see no problems. And there you have it. We've seen some fights in arena, she can be your decreased defense. We really need to re-gear this champion. If you wanted to see clan boss, you'd have to bang up the defense, accuracy, HP would kinda sit wherever it sits. The main focus would be getting quick enough, getting enough defense and accuracy. That would be the campaign. I'm not sure. I can honestly say I've never ever used Warmaiden in campaign, but I will, just for a pretty funny end to this video, so you can say that you've seen it. You know, this has got like 70% crit and 150% crit damage or something. This you can pack kind of a smack, but it will be time consuming due to the animations. So yeah, people don't need to see that. But anyway, let's get back to the point. Warmaiden, if you pull her, you're lucky. If not, you can farm her from stage 9 of campaign. Deadlands, you can farm right there. Also, Shield Guard is a fantastic champion. So farm for her once you get a hold of her, keep her. She's one of the rares alongside Apothecary Kale that is not necessarily food. So we'll have to be aware that if you get a Warmaiden, she is, for her decreased defense, quite invaluable. She can pretty much be used anywhere if you have her in the right setting to go. So guys, I've had a little bit of fun. I've showed you Warmaiden on the waves. You kind of know what to expect, but it's always good to see it. She is an S tier champion as far as decreased defense. She can pretty much go everywhere, apart from like negative affinity, which kind of hinders the hits. If you get a weak hit, it won't get the debuff. But she is a wicked champion. She is in the free to play category because she's a rare and she's farmable. So if you can get one, keep one. Work to getting her to level 60, then you'll use her everywhere for such a long time. And guys, we're going to end it right there, and I'll see you next time.